What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Nonsensical Nonsense. It's Monday. Hopefully, y'all had a good Monday and you didn't have a case of the Mondays. But if you're not already, go ahead and check us out on all social media at Nonsensical Nonsense on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. You can also join us live every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday night on YouTube and Twitch. So come hang out in the chatters box, shoot the shit with us, all that fun jazz. We'll be here. And if you don't want to watch us live and you don't want to hang out in the chatters box with us, that's okay. You can listen to us on demand. You can listen to us whenever you'd like on Spotify and everywhere you listen to podcasts at. Again, all at Nonsensical Nonsense. So go give us a follow, go give us a like. And don't forget, give us a share. Tell your friends about us. Help us grow. We want to take over the world, but we need your help to do that. We also got an email at nonsensicalnonsenspodcast@gmail.com, and we do have a merch store at teespring.com/nonsensical nonsense podcast. Tony D, what's going on with you, sir? Doing what he does best, stuffing his face. He can't even give us a proper hello. For those of you who might be listening to us on Spotify or one of the other said podcast platforms, Tony basically didn't look at the camera, just gave us a two-finger salute. 2 fingers, mind you, not one. And that's all the acknowledgement that we get tonight. I can't complain. At least I didn't get the 1-finger salute. Now, if we can get it figured out, we might be having a special guest join us tonight. I tried to... there he is. As if they didn't hate us enough. Tony D.
You, can you hear me? Can you hear me? For some strange reason, I'm gonna jump back on in 2 minutes. Let me try to adjust my shit. For some reason, it's only working on my phone. I'm trying to turn off the fucking phone so I can make it come on the laptop in the studio, but for some reason, it's not fucking working. If I gotta work the phone, I will, but let me try to get the laptop so I can get the official studio shit going. I'll join y'all in about 5 minutes. Let me try to work the bugs. All right?
We'll be here. Yep.
All right, cool. All right. Thanks.
Yep, no worries. As I was saying, if they didn't already hate us, they're really gonna hate us. Because we got Mr. Smoke joining us tonight, the one and only from Sunday Night Smoke Show. We've talked about it, we've threatened it, but it's finally happening.
Wow.
Smoke and Glick together on the same podcast. We'll behave ourselves because this is our platform and we know how to mildly behave on here. So I say mildly. But before we get too far into the show, I do want to bring up, we were kind of horsing around and having a lot of fun Saturday night, and I tried to get a little serious for a second, but I do want to go ahead and bring it up again. The young lady, the Air Force veteran, Miss Jordan Wilkerson, who's currently fighting cancer, we put up her GoFundMe on all of our social media. Well, Facebook and Twitter. I'm sorry, not all of it, but Facebook and Twitter. And it is pinned to the top of our pages at Nonsensical Nonsense. If you guys can help at all, feel free to go to our pages and click on that link and help her out. And I'm going to put this down here. If you don't want to go through GoFundMe, you can always hit us up on our PayPal at Nonsensical Nonsense. And I will make sure personally that every single dime, every single penny goes to her. We're not going to hold any money or anything like that. We're going to make sure that all goes to her and to help her with her bills and all that jazz. I'm going to put it down here at the bottom of the screen for those of you watching. But her GoFundMe is in, like I said, both of our Facebook and Twitter pages. It's pinned to the top. So it's going to be the first thing you see. Unfortunately, this young lady went into the doctors for what she thought was a simple cough, and turned out that she has cancers, stage 4. I think it was they found a spot on her heart, I believe it was, and then it's now onto her spine. So she is going through chemo. She is feeling a little bit better. I did see an update today or yesterday, I think it was, that she was home and she got to enjoy the Tampa Bay Lightning beat the Rangers last night. She is from Tampa, so I'm assuming that they are all Tampa Lightning fans, as they should be. If you're a hockey fan, if you know anything about hockey, the Tampa Bay Lightning are going for a three-peat and looking to win their third Stanley Cup this year. So that's pretty cool that she got to come home and see them put it on the Rangers last night. Hopefully she'll be feeling better. She did actually send us a message today on Facebook thanking us for shouting out her GoFundMe, and said that we brought her to tears. She didn't expect people to, that she doesn't even know, complete strangers that would take the time out to shout her out. And I told her no worries, that she's got more supporters than she knows, even though we're all strangers. She's got the Nonsensical family behind her. So we'll be supporting her and doing what we can to help her get through all this crap. So shout out to Connor for letting us know about her. Him and her are pretty good friends. They went through training together. They were in the Air Force together. So I wish nothing but the best and hope for nothing but the best for her. Hopefully they can kick this damn thing's ass and she can maybe get back to living a normal life or somewhat normal life.
Right.
But see, it's not all fun and games and fart jokes and making fun of baby dick glick. Here at Nonsensical Nonsense, we care.
Jesus. I'm trying to forward this. Do me a favor.
What am I doing? But since Jeffrey isn't here, Tony,
yes.
While you're doing that, did you see the news in the NFL today?
I saw a couple things, matter of fact.
Aaron Donald got himself a big fat paycheck. He is the highest paid player in NFL history that is not a quarterback. Guaranteed $95 million until 2024.
Because he was going to retire too.
Was he really?
Yes, he was.
Wow, he's a young cat. Oh, he's a young cat too. And then on top of it, our brand new acquired fucking quarterback in Cleveland racked up his 24th.
That's what I was going to talk about.
Accusation.
Do me a
and
favor.
Civil charge.
I just sent you the email address. Send the link to him over there.
Okay, good. That's what that's what I wanted.
I did see that. I also saw
I was just gonna ask you about that actually. If you had his email. Yeah, I seen that about Deshaun Watson. Fucking Cleveland is really working my last nerves.
They'll get their money worth out of him. Romeo Crennel retired.
I seen that. I can't believe he was in the league for 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
He was a head coach with the Browns, the Chiefs, and the Rams, I think it was.
He was on the Browns back when Belichick was back there.
Well, yeah, he was an assistant for the Browns back then, but then he was also our head coach for a minute. Okay, we'll see if that works.
Dalton Schultz holding out because he wants to get his contract done. Tight end for the Cowboys. Michael Beasley. Oh, that's hockey.
Michael Beasley, didn't he retire already a long time ago?
I'm just scrolling through, so forgive me, shit.
But what's Schultz is wanting money?
Yeah. He just got there, 2 seasons ago? But yeah.
I was going to say, yeah, because didn't they already give him a contract a while back? And then instead of giving Dak the contract, Yeah, I see that about Deshaun Watson because yesterday it popped up with the 23rd, and then today the 24th popped up, and I said, this motherfucker's not going to play in a goddamn game all season. I hope we still got Baker still lingering around. I seen a meme today in one of my Browns groups. It was a text from Andrew Berry to Baker Mayfield. It said, "Hey Baker, we're a little short staffed. Can you help us out?" And Baker responded back with, "Sorry about your luck. I'm busy." I should have me dying. I was just like, hey, if he does, they fucking deserve it because they screwed that kid over something fierce.
Who, Baker Mayfield?
Yeah.
See, you're up there. How did they screw him? You're up there. Break that down. How did they screw him?
That kid put everything out there on the field for that damn team. And he was a winner.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't had a winner in Cleveland out and since they come back. I mean, 30 some odd quarterbacks since they come back in 99. So yeah, they royally fucked him over. I mean, and he played all last season injured as hell. Trying to do what he can, and then they're just like, we're gonna go get this guy who's got all these sexual allegations and misconduct and everything else. That, as of right now, they were speculating a 6-game suspension for. Now, who knows? Because I guess allegedly or supposedly, Deshaun Watson already offered money to settle out of court with all these women, as long as they signed an NDA, and they refused to. So whether they're fake accusations, real accusations, whatever the case may be, it sounds like at the end of the day, not only do these women want to get paid, but then they also want to go out and sell their story so they can get paid again, which leads me to believe that even then, more than likely, some of that's fake and just bullshit as it is.
That ain't good. Smoke, you there?
Yes, sir. I was just waiting for you guys to finish.
There he is.
I see you.
What's up? How you guys
I can adjust it. I can adjust it. I got that. What's going on with you, buddy?
Everything good over here, man. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
Hey, man. Glad it finally happened.
He's got the volume up. You still sound distant on your side.
I'm playing with the volume a little bit.
On my side, maybe. Does that sound better? Maybe. 1, 2.
It doesn't sound bad. I got
him low. Yeah, but
1, 2. 1, 2. Does that sound better?
Still got a little bit of a distance. It doesn't sound like it normally does when you broadcast.
Let's see. What the hell am I doing wrong here? 1, 2.
Technical difficulties, folks. Welcome to Nonsensical Nonsense.
Just keep it rolling. I'll work my way into this shit.
No, you're good. You're good, man.
What's happening? How y'all doing?
But no, that's what I was saying before you joined us, Smoke, while you were trying to get all logged in and LinkedIn and all that.
I was listening. Go for it.
People gonna be real mad now.
Continue. Keep going. I was listening in.
I was trying to patch. What else is happening?
I don't want to mess up the flow.
All these damn crazy ass shootings.
Yeah, Jody asked me about that today. I didn't really, because I don't watch the news and I don't you know the news. I don't look at the news. When I go looking for news for like the show and shit like that, I'm looking for more of the comical or what the fuck aspect of the news. And then I heard about it this morning, and I was like, one of the radio shows I listened to, they were talking about it. I was like, Jesus Christ, if Jeff was here, I would say, and I would get him all riled up, I would say that they're government plants and the government is staging and planning all these killings and shootings so that they can take our guns away from us.
I mean, you might have something, but I know Philly had a shooting, what was that, Friday night or Saturday night, and Chattanooga had one the next night or the same night.
I wonder, damn, Chattanooga.
Put an article up. I think we've had enough people die from shootings to match every day of the year so far, Ricky.
Chattanooga, they could have done me a favor.
You're stupid.
It's crazy.
But no,
And I still want to do my broadcast on gun laws. I haven't finalized that. I know people was waiting on it. My apologies to everybody out there. I'm trying to have it set up. A couple broadcasts I got on my mind, but last week threw me off. The week before definitely threw me the fuck off. So that's on me. But
when are you going to be on your? When are you going to be back on? Because you're always off. That's what I want to know.
Mentally, I'm not comfortable to do the broadcast the way I normally do. I could just wing it. I could have an idea and go for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
yeah, absolutely.
With a lot of shit that I got going on.
Speaking of mental shit, I told I gave Connor yours and Jeff's Snapchat information.
Rock Lee, he responded, so I got both of them.
Nice
for them for real.
Yeah, I gave Connor your Snapchat this morning. Him and I were talking, and we were talking about some things. And I was like, "Look, man," I was like, "Tony and Jeff both vets, and Tony is big on veteran health and mental health. So if you got some shit going on, that's your guy to talk to."
Yeah, holler at me, definitely. Not so much to get over, not so much to counsel you, but whatever you think you need, or whatever you may need assistance in helping look into, I'm definitely willing to help. Now go to all fucking veterans out there. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard. Y'all holler at your boy. Y'all come on up here. We can do this, no problem.
Facts.
You know what? I don't mind helping, and I damn sure don't mind learning. I ain't here to call you out. I ain't here to put you on blast. I ain't here to look for your information. I'm here to help you find your information and show you where to go with afterwards. Get at me. Get at me.
That's what's up.
For real. To be. That's what I'm not even gonna be up here long. I got my meeting in 7 tonight. What's up, Debbie? I gotta do that meeting too.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, yeah, y'all just, man, all y'all with these guns, and I'm gonna throw this out there myself because I'm going to attack this issue.
I wouldn't say everybody with guns.
A lot of the gun advocates.
Yeah, it's just some people. We're not, we can't throw everybody in a box.
I'm not going to throw everybody in a box, but a lot of gun advocates get quiet on certain issues. But when these child shootings happen, a bunch of them really get quiet. When it's a mass shooting, it's some craziness. Everybody got something to say. When the school shootings happen, everybody get quiet. I'm going to address that. But one of the groups I was going to request a presence from was anybody who's a member of the NRA, because quite frankly, there's a lot of things that get said when things happen here, things happen there. But I notice a lot of silence when school shootings go down. NRA kind of gets quiet. They did put a statement on Twitter about a day or two after the Texas shooting, so there is something out there that they did say. However, to a bunch of you gun advocates, when y'all gonna stop these jokers from shooting kids, man? And I'm saying,
you can't. When are you gonna stop? When are you gonna stop the fact that I can go down to the street corner and buy a gun?
You can't.
Gun laws have nothing to do with it.
Agree.
It's the individual. Remember, it's like everybody is not mentally sane, okay? But at the end of the day, because this individual that's not mentally stable had some issues in his life and decided to go do something that was not rational or logical by the standards of normal folks thinking, right? You can't disarm me because I'm a logical thinking individual, and I would never do that. So because I can't let the actions of the one affect myself, because I'm a taxpayer, I'm a law-abiding citizen, and I'm a logical thinking individual. So I can't let one knucklehead say, "Hey, man, for all you logical taxpayers that are being look at Los Angeles, for example, a lot of wealthy, a lot of affluent taxpayers are being victimized, home robberies, this and that, and this has been going up for the last 4 months. I don't want to split up topic, but since we're talking gun, right? We can't disarm everybody because there are a few people being bad. I'm not saying that you are saying disarm folks, but I'm just saying like we can't disarm everybody because a few people. You know, times are hard. We're in a recession, heavy inflation. Like times are hard, man. So crime is gonna go up, whether we like it or not. But at the end of the day, there are still a few people that have a few things to protect as well as their lives. So we can't disarm everybody because a few people that are on hard times are making poor decisions. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't. I'm not really. I'm not really pro or con, but I would say we definitely don't want to disarm taxpayers and law-abiding citizens so they can become victims of crime. I just say like some states like Texas, like Brian's story. I hate to turn this into a filibuster.
Good. Come on, go.
With you guys on late night parents, for example, I listened to the stream with you guys on late night parents last week. Brian's story specifically. I don't want to get into his personal business.
Absolutely.
For those that want to go back and look at the stream, late night parents. Okay, that's why you don't want to stiffen gun laws, because these people that are possessing these guns, doing these stupid things, 9 out of 10 times they're not legal gun owners. They acquired their firearm illegally. So that's another thing we have to look at. Okay?
Exactly. Yep.
Check your mic too, bro. You still sound a little muffled, even though we can hear you. I know.
Okay, I'm gonna try to work on it. I'll work.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Yeah,
I'm good. I'm not after the gun owners that aren't doing anything.
I'm not saying you.
The gun owners who are against what's happening, I'm gonna need y'all to step up. The same way we look at people in society for going after their group, their class, their neighborhood, their family, their schools, and everything. I want to tell y'all this right now because the shit's out of control.
Mm-hmm.
An 18-year-old walked into an elementary school during the daytime and shot a bunch of kids.
Well, that's what I said when we
that's that bullshit.
Well, and as I said when we had this discussion after it happened, it's not a matter of the guns. It's what are the schools going to do to protect the kids?
I want to jump on that.
There's so much that can be done. But
armed guards, elementary schools.
Listen, school safety, man. I mean, in New York, we employ heavy. We have in different states have a different setup.
Fair.
We have a specific police unit designated to protecting school children, but that's every state has different setup. So, like when I say school safety, where the hell is school safety? Why is it? But in my state, that couldn't happen unless he's signed in as a legal guardian to come see one of the children. But different states have different jurisdictions. So when I see something like that, first thing I'm thinking is, how is this young man in the school?
Mm-hmm.
School safety.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, there's so much that can be. Yeah, there's so much that can be done outside of, and as I said before, outside of armed guards at your school, because then you yeah, exactly. Well, then you put an image on the kids. The kids are going to school every day, and you got armed guards walking around your school. It doesn't so much feel like a learning environment or a fun place. Some kids enjoy going to school. They get to hang out with their friends. They get to do whatever. It almost starts to feel like a prison or a military camp because you got these guys walking around with guns. But like I said, even here, I mean, I can't get past the front entrance at my kids' school.
No, me neither.
I think the high school and junior high, I think they might still have resource officers up there. I'm not 100% sure, but even still, once school starts, the doors are locked down. You got to go through the office door at the high school to get to
that's done. Yeah.
So there's so many other things that can be done before you automatically resort to putting armed guards at your school, and then just that visual. I mean, imagine if you were a kid and you went to school every day and you've seen guys walking around with guns in your school. Who's to say one of those guys aren't gonna wake up on the wrong side of the bed one morning and decide that exactly. We want to keep them out of the schools is the point. Don't bring them in.
On the flip side, though, but you know what though? But at the same time, because I think outside the box. But if you're a child and you see something like this happening and you're scared to go to school, right?
Oh yeah.
So remember, police are the good guys. Remember, we grew up as children want to be police, firefighter. We wanted to protect and serve the people. Well, not all children, but when you ask some kids, I want to be police.
I did.
So
I was one of those kids. I wanted to be a cop. For the longest time, I wanted to be a cop.
Or a firefighter, like that's old school. I know times are different, but in Generation X, first Gen Xers, we wanted to be police, firefighter. You wanted to protect and serve everybody. So I would think as a child, when you see something like this happen on television where some nut job comes into a school and does something like this, I would want to feel a presence. I feel happy to see the police.
I have to agree
because I want to be the police guy one day. And I feel happy to see the police guy. And what that also does is it builds the bond in the community.
It does.
in a kind of undertoned way. Like,
Well,
so I'm gonna be the police guy, and hey man, I'm scared to go to school. People are getting there's nut jobs here. And I see more police. I'm happy as a kid from my outside the box thought process.
Well, I think having a resource officer is a little bit different than having Tommy's dad, who used to be former military, or Katie's dad, who's a retired police officer or whatever, coming in and just plain clothes and patrolling around the school. But you also got to remember, I mean, these things, like I don't know how much my kids know about it. So kids have an innocence and a they're naive a little bit to them, that it doesn't affect them like it affects us, because they might not understand like we understand when a school shooting happens. And and you may not, I don't know how often they talk about it in schools, or how, or anything like that. So they may not know at the end of the day. So they're just going, like, shit, my kids are like, I'm going to school to hang out with my friends. We're gonna play tag at recess. We got dodgeball in gym today.
Hey, listen, the more good guys you see around, the better.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
how I look at it. If the kids want to be police and firefighters, if you see police at the school, hey, I want to be you, Officer Jim. Right. So I don't think children feel funny if they see school safety. But like I say, I live in a major city, so in New York is different. So because like ever since like when I grew up, there were school safety officers, so there were police officers in the school all the time. So
Yeah.
I guess in major cities that may be a thing, but every state is different. Because
Well,
I grew up watching police in the school every day. I knew the officers and everything, and I wanted to be them when I grew up one day.
Check your messages too, bro. Check your message. I sent your message.
Absolutely. And granted,
bro, my bad. I was talking smoke.
No, you're good, man. And granted, I mean, I'm from a small town in Ohio. I'm from the country, so when I was in high school, we just kind of came and went as we pleased.
See, I agree with you.
And we used to have shotguns in our trucks.
There's a patrol that'll roll by. I got that. But like I said, in the junior highs, I'm not against the police going to the junior highs and patrolling, because I know how we was.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna fight. Junior high is the age where they start fighting. High school is when it starts getting real reckless. So I understand the junior high school.
We also had teachers that were just as country and corn fed as us. So they would get down if they had to.
Teachers can't put their hands on the kids like that in schools nowadays. So I'm not against it, but we got a dangerous situation. We're talking about we need police at the elementary schools with our kids, y'all. We got a real problem. So I'm gonna need all y'all gun owners. Get up on your counterparts. Male, female, old, young, black, white, rich, broke, all you. And I'm going to go ahead and say all you motherfuckers. There's no way in the hell we're going to sit back and endorse kids getting shot, especially unarmed kids, unarmed staff.
Well, I don't think anybody's endorsing it.
Small city back. I'm going to damn 19 children, unarmed children, supposed to be safe while your ass is at work, and some of y'all work over an hour away. You couldn't get there no faster than the police did. Come on now.
Mm-hmm. I don't think anybody's just idly standing by and going, "Oh, this is okay." It is what it is.
But we keep talking about gun laws and gun and all this, but we had 19 children dead. When y'all gonna step the fuck up? And I'm gonna go ahead and say it, I'm not a gun owner. I'm a responsible parent. And I'm gonna tell you right now, my city right here, had that shit would have happened.
No.
We got the parents here aren't crazy. The parents here aren't necessarily reckless. But you got enough parents ready to pick up their kids at a moment's notice. That shit wouldn't have lasted an hour. I kind of got to defend this. I'm not even naturally from here. I've just been here for a decade. But there's a lot of ready, and it surprises me that small town didn't have any parents ready. So I'm quite sure most parents are going to be on.
Well, and aside from that, one of the other things that really went wrong with this Texas shooting was the fact that the local PD didn't do anything because they said they were hesitant to do anything because they said they had to wait for Border Patrol because of jurisdiction issues.
Yeah, they bothered the fuck out of me because the border wasn't that close.
Mm-hmm.
The border was not close to that city.
Well, it's a border town.
No, there's a distance. It's about an hour.
It's still considered a border town. But as Jody said, She's a police officer. She said, no, you get in there and you do your job and you save them kids. You do what you have to do. That's how they're trained and whatnot. And that's what I told her. I was like, if I was a police officer, do what you got to do. Write me up, fire me, do whatever you got to do, because we'll see how long that lasts, because I'm going to be the one that rushes in there, and I'm going to be the one. I ain't waiting on some jack off that's an hour away to tell me what I can and can't do. You know, there's kids in there being shot. I'm going in. And that's exactly what she said. She's like, I'm going in. Fuck it.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? You're going to fire me? Go ahead and fire me and see how that works for you.
And if y'all, I'm putting it this way, if y'all can't get here, the parents are going to be here faster than you.
Mm-hmm. Well,
right. And if they carry us also, and they carry in state, listen, man.
Thank you. It's a carry state.
Come on,
man. It's the Wild West in Texas.
It's a carry state.
That was a Wild West situation.
Mm-hmm. But
yeah, I'm still trying to
tightening up the gun laws aren't going to fix anything, because look at New York. New York has one of the strictest and toughest laws on the books for guns in the country.
Now,
all of those guns
they have for years.
Yeah, but there was guns there before they enforced a bunch of them guns.
And look at the crime rate. Look at the crime rate.
Who was it? Was it Giuliani before Giuliani in there? Oh, there was guns all over.
Before Pataki, Giuliani, the Quality of Life Act in the 90s. But remember, those guns are not
they're not legal.
Registered. These are purchased in the street for $300, $400. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of how that happens, you know. I mean, like, you know, it's not like we can.
And stay up on your audio, bro.
You know, we can't.
Your audio. I'm still listening for you.
Yeah, I'm still.
He sounds good on my end.
Yeah, I got it. It's like a little muffled and distant on my side.
A little muffled, but it's good on my end. But I also
know how clear he likes to come across. It's the only reason why I'm saying it to him. That's what I do. So,
but you know, at the end of the day, the bigger question is, as far as guns goes, how are we going to stop the bad guys from getting the guns, not the good guys who are legally doing everything?
Stronger than the law.
Exactly, exactly. So the legal, law-abiding citizens, let's arm the shit out of us and leave us alone about our damn guns, because we ain't doing nothing wrong.
Everybody is the solution.
Again, as I said, Tony, bad guy comes into the bank. There's 40 people in the bank. Nobody has a gun. Bad guy tells everybody what to do. Bad guy comes into the bank. 40 people in the bank. 40 people draw guns on bad guy.
Bad
40
guy,
to 1. Bad guy. 40 to 1 odds in that situation. Not good odds.
Maybe I see your comment. I did respond. Good seeing you. Sadie and Steve, want to appreciate y'all coming through.
Because I know if I was a bad guy walking into a bank, even if I had a fucking LMG tank mounted gun that had a belt feed to it, I'm going to change my mind real quick if 40 motherfuckers draw down on me.
Look, even five pistols, 2 pistols from different angles, you're done. Yes. 2 pistols drawn down on your ass, you grass, you're done.
I might get a couple of them, but damn it, I know it's game over for me.
One in the front, one behind you.
Yeah,
it's a wrap.
Yep.
Arm everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
And let's not even BS nobody on the facts, man. We have got to protect the children. I don't know what's wrong with y'all shooting kids.
And people have floated around the idea of arming the teachers. I agree with that to a certain degree, but you're going to have teachers. You're going to have teachers that aren't going to agree with it, and they're not going to want to be. So okay, well, you don't have to be.
Story on that. Last week I watched a story on that. There's a school where they walk around armed. I also saw a story in Louisiana where the fathers go to the school in the morning to be there for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
So
I like that.
Parents, a bunch of y'all around here who ain't doing nothing. You got time on your hands. I'm not against the parents stepping up and being there to stop this shit.
Oh yeah, you don't even have to go in the school. That's the thing.
Yeah,
you're just a presence on the property. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's it. We gotta listen. We gotta take care of our community.
Watch these schools, man.
You start setting examples. That's the thing. Bad guys are going to start second guessing, doing dumb shit. You start making examples, and don't go back on people.
I'll tell you a bunch of people that ain't got nothing to do that don't mind sitting here protecting and it'll be the worst of the worst.
And don't go back on.
And spoiler alert, that's the old school rule for a lot of gangs: protect the children.
If I'm a knucklehead and I have some dumb shit planned, and I pull up and see y'all two out there every morning,
right,
I'm good.
I'm out.
I see Tony D and Glick in the morning. I'm good. I'm like, you know what, man?
And I'm the kind of parent. Let me be retired with time on my hands in shape. Yeah, if I'm retired with time on my hands and I'm in shape, I'm showing up in boots, sitting outside the line. You got a 50-foot perimeter. I won't be armed. I'm just sitting there with the rest of y'all, talking junk, making sure the kids are going. Mind you, grown folks will sit there and drink and protect the children. Most family men are like that. We will drink, but we don't let nothing happen to the kids. Yeah. From old school New York, everybody sat there and watched the kids play while they did their thing. We talked junk. We smoked cigarettes. They play handball. Something happened to the kids. Everything stopped. What happened?
Hey, imagine that. We did the same thing in the country.
Everything is the same everywhere we go.
Yeah.
You gotta protect the seeds, man.
Yeah. No, exactly.
As far as nobody cared about race when it came to kids.
No.
Why would you?
You know what y'all doing?
No, exactly. And that's the thing, you start setting examples and you start showing that people are going to stand up and they're not going to continue to tolerate the stuff, but people are going to have to stand up. And unfortunately, by standing up, that means you're going to have to get your hands dirty. Yes. As I told Jody when her and I were talking, yeah, I have a gun. Yeah, I carry my gun. And when this new law in Ohio goes into effect, I plan on carrying my gun all the damn time. No questions asked, because that's basically what the law is. But I also said, if I ever draw my gun, I draw my gun with the intent to fully shoot somebody. So
it's not a flash dance.
Yeah. If it leaves my hip, it's being used. Plain and simple. But at the same time, there can't be any backlash on the people who do something to protect the innocent or protect children.
1,000% agree with you.
There's a sheriff's deputy down in Florida a couple months back that in a press conference that said, in the state of Florida, if you break into a homeowner's house and they shoot you, whether you die or not, they will not be held accountable or face any repercussions in any way, shape, or form.
Why should you?
Well, because these jackasses are breaking into people's houses and they get shot and then they live and then they sue. Or they break into your house and they cut their arm open on the window that they shattered and then they sue the hell out of you.
Well, no, we shoot your ass.
There's some places where
you can beef jerky out of
it. I prefer to kill you so you can't come back.
We would grill you, but
you can still go to jail in some places if somebody won't come in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all got to watch them laws. Some places they can't be inside; they could just be on your property and they're done. But they also got you also got to prove that they were trying to do something illegal or broke in your house. There's ways they got to break into your house for it to be legal for you to shoot them. Y'all better look at this shit, man.
You know what it is? The property thing is a thin line. Okay, property. Like, all right, if somebody's on your front lawn, I ain't gonna pop you for being on my lawn.
No, I might break your jaw, but I'm not gonna shoot you.
I'm not even gonna come outside. I'm gonna say, hey man, fuck off my lawn, man. But if you enter my home, that's like, listen, at that point, the old bets are off. And that's what any state, with anybody that's legally, logically thinking that making these laws. If somebody is entering your home that is a stranger, they are threatening you and your family's life. I don't care if you cut your arm on the window. Why are you
in my house?
Home and I don't know you. Mm-hmm. Okay. You shouldn't be entering my home through a window, through the front door, through any other entrance because I don't know you.
If I didn't invite
at that point, all bets should be off.
If I didn't invite you,
once you enter, you're done. Okay, you can be on the front lawn. Okay, that's a gray area. You really shouldn't be on my property at all because if you're on my front lawn, hey man, my driveway's right there. You try to see my car. What are you doing? Like, all right, that's gray area there. But once you enter the premises, there should be no type of restrictions or regulations to you losing your life because at that point you're actually putting us in danger.
No, exactly. If somebody breaks into my house, I shouldn't have to take a second and go, oh, wait a minute.
Wait, are you the
guy? Yeah. Am I allowed to shoot you or should I not shoot you? Like, what happens here?
I didn't invite you. You trespass. And I lock my doors when I'm home and when I'm gone.
Oh, my doors are always locked.
I tell my friends don't come by without calling. Just give me a call. If you in the hood and you're like, I'm gonna stop by.
Well, that's just a common decency thing.
Obviously, but I'm just saying, people you know.
Hey,
man, I'm in your neighborhood. You mind if I stop by?
Shit, my pops almost ate it. Yeah. My pops almost got it one night. Motherfucker showed up at my house 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, beating on my fucking door. I was doing a live broadcast. This motherfucker started beating on my goddamn door like a lunatic, and I went out there because I can look out my door. I got a window above it, and I can see right out. Yeah. And this dumbass was hiding. And then I went to walk away, and he started beating on the fucking door again. So I swung that damn door open. I was chambered and everything. He was all drunk. He was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I said, "Almost shooting your stupid ass is what I'm doing."
Pops don't play, man. Like father, like son. I'm sure Pops don't play that shit.
Yeah, I was just like, he's like,
I wouldn't have played that game with this.
Right he's like,
where my arrow?
Yeah, right there. He was like, you wasn't going to shoot nobody. It ain't even loaded. And we walked back in here, got back on the live. I dropped the clip and unchambered it. He was like, oh shit. That's basically what he said. He said, oh shit.
Don't show up unannounced.
Yeah, that's just common decency in my opinion. Like, if I'm going over to somebody's house, I'm gonna shoot you a text. Hey, buddy, are you home? I'm on my way over. Just I got for whatever reason.
I'm in the hood. Surprise.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. I'm in the area. What's up? What's going on? I'm not just randomly showing up unannounced at people's houses, just because. You don't ever know what the hell they got going on. They could be having some shit going on at their house, and they don't want your dumb ass there. They could be fighting with their wife, fighting with their husband. They got the goddamn in-laws in town, and they're already stressed. That's the last thing I need is you just randomly popping up.
Or just sleep, goddammit.
Or just to sleep.
Absolutely. Listen, I'm gonna drop down. I got my VFW meeting I got to do. Smoke, good talking to you as always, man. You already know. Stay in touch with Brother Glick. Hold it down. I apologize.
Hey, you're good, man. You don't have to apologize.
Everybody in the chat, y'all please stick around. Catch us Wednesday as always. Saturday, you already know, and I'll be here next week as well. I want to thank y'all again, man.
Hey, man, thank you.
Listening on the side, all right?
We got you. We'll hold down the fort from here.
I got you. Peace.
Peace out, bro. Nice. Speaking of Wednesday night show, real quick, hey guys, go check out the Facebook. We got the starting fives posted. Actually, I got them posted right before we started the show. So go cast your votes. Go ahead and let everybody know that I'm the winner yet again. The greatest champion of all time. Better than Tom Brady. Better than Ric Flair. Tony always got me fucked up with the seriousness on Mondays.
Monday's supposed to be a little more relaxed, but he keeps it, Listen, one thing about my man, he's even killed, man. He's like the fucking Greg Popovich of broadcast. Like, even killed.
He kills me. I fuck with him constantly because he kills me because he's always wanting to save somebody. I'm like, bro, you can't save everybody.
But we gotta have. You know what it is? I love him on my streams because it's like good cop, bad cop. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he said I heard that.
No, my bad. I can't see the comments. God damn it.
You're good. You're good.
But it's like good cop, bad cop. But so it's all good, man. You gotta have balance in the business. Jody chimed in what we were talking about. My girlfriend, she chimed in. She's a police officer here in Ohio. She chimed in with as far as like if somebody breaks in your house or whatever. And I think it should be kind of an obvious for most people. Unfortunately, it's not because it has happened several incidences. But if a person is running away, then the threat is gone, so you can no longer shoot them if they're running away, even if they break into your house. So you some in the back, I guess. Right?
Yeah, and I think that falls under any category. At the end of the day, if you're walking down the street. And somebody runs up on you and tries to do some dumb shit, and you draw down on them. I know that's a little old school, a little Wild West country slang for you. But if you draw down on somebody and then they run away, you can't just fucking start shooting them in the back.
The threat is gone. The threat is gone. There's no threat anymore. So they'll nail your ass for that. Facts. That's just facts.
And I think that's where Florida, they've had that stand your ground law for quite a while. Yeah. And I think that's where a lot of cases they hit that gray area and that muddy water as far as was it really stand your ground, was it really not stand your ground? Because I'm the type of person, like I said, when I'm carrying, if I can take somebody out with my fist, I'll do that first. But once the threat's gone, if I've knocked them down, I'm standing on top of them or whatever. I'm not going to then proceed to unload on them. Like, you're done. Now I'm going to call the cops and let them come and do their job. You're probably going to go to the hospital because I just beat your ass and made you look stupid. But
yeah, I mean, yeah, because we're not little, just like personally, we're not small guys. We're kind of, we're larger than average guys. So it would look crazy if, you got some big 6 foot plus. Like, you whooped his ass and you pulled out on him and popped him. Like, that's crazy. So, I mean, even for example, like guys that are like larger size individuals may not be the victim that much of a crime. As far as like somebody may not, they may look at you and be like, you know what, man, they may look at you walking down the street like, yeah, maybe I'll try somebody that looks a little easier.
Yeah, a little bit easier target.
With me, like, they look and say, maybe not.
Well, I used to think that way. In all honesty,
it's hit or miss, but
yeah, I used to think like that a lot. Most of my life, I've thought like that. I'm a big guy, I still have people fuck with me and mess with me and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, in today's day and age, and we've talked about it on here, people have no fear of consequences anymore.
None.
And I think that's part of the biggest problem that we have in our country is there's no fear of consequences. Yeah. So even now, even larger guys like us, you can't even really say, oh, well, this guy's going to look at me and not want to mess with me because, he's a big guy. I'm not going to go. I'm not going to tempt fate. Instead, they're going to, like say me, if I'm walking down the street and a black guy runs up on me and I knock the hell out of him, then all of a sudden, oh, he's racist.
No,
you ran up on me and tried to.
You got knocked the fuck out.
You ran up on me and tried to start some shit that you wasn't ready for. Like you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Hey, now you're a bully.
Yeah, now I'm a bully. I'm a bad guy.
I tried to rob him. He knocked me the fuck out. So now he's a bully and a racist.
Yeah. Yeah, welcome to 2022, ladies and gentlemen.
This is to America, man.
Yep, and I'm standing there sitting on trial, going like, "What the hell's going on?"
You're in trial now, right?
Yeah,
you broke a man on the street.
Yeah, I thought this was innocent until proven guilty. Nope, not today. You're guilty until proven innocent. Even after we prove you innocent, you're still guilty in the public's eye. You're going down.
We'll tag it onto your name. The former knockout potential robber mugger guy.
Look how big and scary and racist this white guy is. He attacked this poor kid. This poor kid never did anything wrong. Meanwhile, he's got a criminal record 10 miles long. But that's the name of the game, man. And at the end of the day, that's the name of the game in the world that we live in. Yeah, everybody does it, whether it's online. People will run their mouths and talk all kinds of shit to somebody. Then when they get tired of listening to it and they fire back, then all of a sudden the person who instigated it and started all of it, they're the victim and you're the bad guy. It's just like, wait a minute. Hold on a second.
Like, yeah, man, you picked the fight with the bully.
Yeah.
The bully kicks your ass. Man, you're like, a bully.
Am I living in the am I living in the upside down? Oh, I don't even watch Stranger Things, but there's a Stranger Things reference for you Stranger Things fans.
Are you frozen or is it me? He's still there. Slight technical difficulties, possibly. He'll be reconnected momentarily. Please stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, all those viewers out there.
There we go, and we're back.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you guys. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. Yeah, Jeff and Tony say it's because I took on the Disney Titan, so now they've been fucking with my internet every show.
Oh shit! Hey man, you go Disney, you go woke, you go broke. But that's a whole other story.
I was just like,
you don't fuck with my podcast, all right? I'm just a guest leader. I'm just visiting.
Hey, welcome. You are now guilty by association, sir.
Oh, good. Hey, man, listen. I live and die for this shit. This is what I do, man. No, if I can't do what I can do, then I don't want to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? If I can't say what I want to say, then why bother?
I know that's right.
Behind the game.
You know, yeah, we have a tendency. I mean, obviously, you've heard the show, you watch the show. You know, we just come in and we have fun and shoot the shit and laugh and joke. We stay away from some serious topics, but every once in a while, we talk. And the nice thing about it is, you know, Jeff's borderline right wing lunatic. Tony's hanging out on the left for the most part. At the end of the day, I wouldn't say he's a borderline lunatic leftist, but he's over there. And then I just kind of hang out in the middle. But at the end of the day, you know, the three of us come together and we can have a conversation about it, and nobody gets mad at each other, and we can all look at everybody's point of view. Yeah. And it's just like, well, you know, like, you know, when that gun or when that shooting happened in Texas, when it first happened, Tony was, take the guns away, get rid of the guns. You know, he was kind of jumping up, like a little bit, not 100%, but kind of a little bit. And then I brought up the protecting the schools and security, and he was like, you know, I didn't even think about that. Meanwhile, Jeff's like, you're not taking my guns away, damn it. Like, shut up. You don't even have guns. You live in Mexico. You live in Mexico. You're not allowed to have guns. Calm down.
But you know, but it's all about having balance, right? Mm-hmm. That's the same thing. Like for example, me, I'll be considered, I guess I would be the radical conservative on my show. Then I have T-Roney, which would be kind of mediocre, kind of leaning liberalish. Then you got Tony, who has his, you know, it's like, so it's all about balance. Yeah. Because you go over there, we do opinion radio, so it's like it's all about opinions. We all ain't got I have a diverse panel because I don't want everybody to agree. Like if that's the shit, it's like it doesn't make sense. You have to have different objectives and different opinions to add balance to the show, so everybody, you know, as far as the general viewing audience, you know, everybody can have a little, you know, get their side in. You know what I'm saying? So, man, everybody can't be in the same.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, how boring would the show be if we had three of us on here or three of them on your show, or you know, and you guys all agreed about everything?
Exactly.
You know? You got to have that little. Yeah, you got to have that diversity, that little bit of. It's not so much tension. It just adds. We disagree about a lot of things. I mean, shit. Some of this. I think sometimes Jeff and Tony try to do and say things just to get me riled up.
and that's the fun of the shit, though. That's the fun. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. We all know our own views and how we all think about it, so we can fuck with each other on those levels. Like, you know what I mean.
Like I've continued to get them riled up for the last couple of weeks, because they're so mad at me because I think Maximum Overdrive is a terrible movie.
Oh shit! And I heard y'all talking about that Saturday. That's some funny shit.
I love the movie. Like that's the thing. Like I love the movie. I grew up watching the movie. You know, but it's a bad movie. Like you know, and they're just so mad at me about that.
That's a classic. Well, I won't say it's a classic. I can just say it's an older movie. I haven't seen it because I can't even front and just come on here and be like, yeah, this shit was good or not. That shit was whack. I don't even really remember it that much. And I remember when y'all were talking about it, I was like, what the fuck? Like, damn, if I hadn't seen it several times, I must not have liked it that much.
Yeah.
I can't remember it vividly. That's just what I can say. Not trying to, you know.
Mm-hmm. It's just one of those movies, and there's a ton of them. There's a ton of. I said the same thing about Tremors. Even the first one, fucking stupid ass movie, but I enjoy watching it. I'll be the first one to watch it if it comes on TV. You better believe, even if it's in the middle of it, I'm stopping and I'm watching it. But it's a bad movie.
That's the shit with the worms on the ground in the desert.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch it again. It was one of those I wouldn't get in line to watch Tremors.
Yeah, exactly. You know, if it's on TV and
channels, like I watch it, fuck it, but I won't just co-sign it automatically just because I saw it.
Yeah,
copy.
But it's those little things that I think that, as I tell the guys, I was like, that's what makes the show magic. You know, we can have we all think differently, we all feel differently about things, and sometimes it turns into a comical argument, and sometimes Jeff throws out the most random bullshit that just makes my head explode, and I'm just like, he's in Cancun. Don't go to Cancun. Don't hit him with a beer bottle.
Where the fuck did that come from? Like, okay, that's the joy of this shit.
Mm-hmm. Now this is something I've always wanted to do, and now I get to do it with two guys. Jeff and I, we've known each other for 25 years. And then Tony, just meet Tony on Haps in the last like year and a half or so, and clicking and bonding with Tony like I have. I feel like I've known him for years. So
no, go ahead. I'm upstairs on the broadcast.
What's that?
Sounds good. I just needed for 1 second. I was just taking a quick call.
Yeah,
that's what it is, man. And like I say, same thing. Like meeting you guys and seeing what you do. You know, we connected on Haps and everything.
Oh yeah,
got a chance to stream. But I was always like, okay, I see what they're doing over there. I like this shit. And,
I think it threw a lot of people off. That I think it threw a lot of people off, and it kind of caught them off guard that you and I connected like we did.
And I don't know why, because it's like we kind of, we like the. I won't say like, all right. For example, I'll just say, I'll say from my end, it's a general show. Like what I do is a general show over there. But it was kind of when I first started, it was kind of like I first started it was a general show. Then I had a lot of response from the males and from the male subscribers. So I kind of started doing a few men's geared broadcasts during the week, and then I got a lot of backlash from the shit because I was kind of like I'm old school. I'm it's like a men's channel kind of, to an extent. During the week, I had like Red Pill Wednesdays and stuff like that. So I said, okay, let me dedicate Wednesdays to the men. So I got a lot of backlash from that shit. So I was like, you know what? The network is kind of vanilla. Speaking of apps, so I said, let me just fall back on that. I got a few people kind of hit me on DM, like, people. So I said, all right, let me just fall back on that. But like the men's, like I'm from the old school, like the Jimmy Kimmel and damn, I hate the fact that I forgot that other dudes. They used to have a men's show.
Jimmy Kimmel and Adam Carolla, the men's show on Comedy Central.
Way back,
yeah,
yo, like that type of shit. So it's it was a cool thing. But then in today's society, if it's not like a women's celebration, it's kind of looked down on. So I kind of like I kind of got a lot of backlash from having a broadcast like that, so I kind of just keep it off, and it is what it is.
Yeah, well, that's
times, you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, that's Tony will tell a lot of people we're it's a man show, we're men talking. I'm like, yeah, not really, dude. We just talk about everything. I said you gotta stop labeling us a man show because we do have female listeners and they enjoy the show.
Exactly.
Some of them do, some of them don't. Some of them are just giant Sasquatches that live in other countries and get butt hurt for no reason. But
hey man, if you don't like it, don't listen to the shit.
Right? Yeah, that's my thing. We're not going to be everybody's cup of tea at the end of the day. We're going to do our thing and we're going to have fun. If you don't like us, nobody's making you're not a prisoner in Guantanamo Bay, and they're forcing you to listen.
Which is blasting on his loudspeakers while you're in jail.
Which I'm pretty sure that they might be using us as a torture device in Gitmo.
No, only in DR. Only in DR. Listen, you guys made the charts in DR. In Dominican Republic, you guys were rated. What was it? Top.
Yeah, we were like in the top 15, something like that. I can't remember what it was. I couldn't believe that. That blew my mind. And on a comedy podcast, I was like, man, they must really be starving for entertainment in the DR.
Well, you know what? Actually, I just came back from there, and I was like really wondering about it. And listen, man, a lot of people speak English in the DR. You'd be surprised. And listen, hey, man, you'd be surprised in third world countries, right? Because we're spoiled living in a first world country. In third world countries, the simplest things provide entertainment and pleasure. Just being able to have a roof over your head today, today, and have a good time today and laugh today is golden.
Oh no, that's right. Shit, I try to live that.
To me, you, anyone, or any first, second, or third world country. So enjoy today, man. You know what I mean? So people like the flavor. So
no, that's exactly kind of how I try to live my life. It's just one day at a time, man. Like I spent too many years being stressed and overthinking everything and being angry and pissed off at the world, and now I've reached a point in my life where it's like I'm too old for this shit. And not to steal Danny Glover's line from Lethal Weapon, but I'm too old for this shit. Like, just let me be happy. Let me live my life. I'm gonna find enjoyment in things, and if you don't like it, I don't care because I'm happy, and I don't have time for your miserable ass anyway. So go on about your business.
That's how I think about that. Fuck that. Like, hey man, tomorrow's not promised, so I'm just like, let me enjoy this day today, have a little
Mm-hmm.
fun, and hey man, and if I don't see you tomorrow, I had a hell of a good run. That's how I look at it. So every day is like building your run. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So every day you wake up, just continue to build your run because when it's over, you want to look back and say, hey man, I had a good time. I had fun. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I used to work with an older gentleman years ago. Uh, and we worked maintenance together, and at the end of every day, he said the same thing. I said, "Boozer, I'll see you tomorrow morning." And he looked back, he said, "Glick, God willing." And I never understood what the hell that meant. I was young. I was in my early 20s. I was like, all right, whatever. And it wasn't until I got a little bit older that it made sense to me. And I was like, "Dude, that makes a whole lot of fucking sense."
Yeah, when you hit 40, it's like the shit is different.
Yeah, yeah.
When you hit 40, you're like, fuck. 40 is like when you were 20 in your 20s, you're like 40. God damn, you old. When you get 40, it's like, oh shit, like I made it. So you
Yeah.
think you're
I,
different now. You know what I
I
mean?
don't I don't I don't yeah I don't feel old. I actually probably
No,
in all honesty
got to.
I think these days I feel younger than I did when I was in my 20s and shit like that. I was also doing a lot of dumb shit in my late teenage years and in my early 20s.
Yep.
So, I feel younger and more alive today than I did back then, especially in the most recent few months. So,
That's because you're thinking. It's not really it's mentally. You
mhm.
understand what I'm saying? Because the mental and the physical connect together, right? So if you're having a more clear vision and a more clear output on life, right? And how this shit works and the direction of how this shit goes and you got the shit figured out, it's more easy on you. So you feel younger because it's a relief. It's like, oh shit, I finally got this shit figured out, right? Once you got this shit figured out, it's like, wow, I'm 40, but I feel 30 again.
Yeah.
But you gotta figure this shit out because I know some people that are 40 but still haven't figured it out, so they feel that way. Once you figure this
I wish
shit
I could figure this shit out.
I'm just saying, but listen, if you feel, listen, you know what? You may not think you figured it
Yeah.
out. You did. Because if you're 40 and you feel younger and you feel more relaxed and more at ease, you figured it out.
Oh yeah. No,
Maybe
I
not, we may not be millionaires and shit, you know, but I'm just saying, but like, if you at peace with yourself and you relax, you figured this shit out for the most part.
no, exactly. I don't need I'm not saying it wouldn't be nice because it would
Hell
be
yeah.
nice, but I don't need $1 million. I've always said, if I got a roof over my head, I got food in my fridge, the kids are good, I'm good. Um, and I've always joked around. I don't want to be rich. I just want to be able to go to the grocery store and not worry about how much I spend. I don't want to, you know what I mean?
Word.
And as of recently, I was blessed. Unfortunately, I don't even know how I stumbled into the new job I'm in. I went to the grocery store after I got my
You put
first
work
check,
in,
and
God damn it. You put
yeah,
work in. You deserve to be where you are.
yeah,
Don't
I went to
figure
the
it out.
grocery store, didn't even think about it. I was just grabbing snacks for the kids, grabbing all kinds of shit, and I'm like, I got to the register, and I was like, "Fuck, I wonder how much this shit's gonna be,"
It feels
and
good
paid
to not
it.
think about it, don't it?
Yeah, exactly. So but I don't need all the fancy stuff. I don't.
Fuck no.
If my kids are taken care of and I've got a good woman on my side, which I do, I'll be broke. I don't want to be broke, but I can be just as happy if I got money or if I don't have money, as long as I got a couple simple things in my life. So
Yep. Just the basics, man. We just want to eat, provide shelter, food,
mhm,
a decent future for the seeds. That's it's basic, man. So
mhm,
it's good. Facts,
exactly.
facts. Yeah, man. Because that's what that's the
Hmm.
that listen, that's just the basics. I've been a lot of places and I've seen a lot of that's very, very less fortunate people, let's just say.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And it's it keeps me grounded. Like I travel a lot, but it keeps me grounded. It keeps me counting my blessings and shit like that.
I know that's right.
Wow, man, I could have been born this dude.
Yeah, right.
Ain't that a motherfucker?
I think that's where a lot of
like I count my blessings and I definitely give back and I,
yes,
you know what I mean. I do what I can.
I may not, I may not have a lot of money to help out and give back to people, but I'll do whatever I can, to help people and try to do what I can. We spoke about the young lady Saturday night who's fighting cancer. I brought her up again at the beginning of the show, and want to get her GoFundMe out there, and I want to make sure that the last thing that's on her mind while she's going through all the chemotherapy. I don't know why I continue to say that, but chemotherapy and all that jazz. I want her bills to be the last thing on her damn mind. I don't want her to have to, oh God, what am I going to do about electric or rent? I don't even know if she has that stuff, or student loans or shit like that. So I might not be able to donate much, if anything at all, but I can put it out there. Unfortunately, I'm on a platform that I can tell people, and I can get it out there for people to hear, and and as I said, if you don't got money to help her, share it. Sometimes the cheapest and easiest way to help somebody out is just put their name out there for the rest of the world to hear it. Or you got 10 followers, or you got 10 million followers. You put it out there for the rest of the people to see it, and then maybe somebody that can do something will see it and come across it and do what they can do to help.
1-2 people could lighten the load.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, exactly. Facts.
Absolutely.
Man.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah, and that's why. And I typically I don't put our PayPal out there for anything. I put it out there tonight. Anybody that they don't want to go to the GoFundMe for her or anything like that, you guys can always hit us up on our PayPal at Nonsensical Nonsense, and I'll make sure she gets every penny of it. There's not going to be a finder's fee or any of that nonsense. If it comes to our PayPal, it's going into her GoFundMe account. So
straight up. All love, man. All love.
Yeah, I've always been one that always believed, I'm going to take care of those around me before I'm going to take care of myself, and it's just how I am. So
that's what men do, man. That's that real man shit, bro. Well, that's that. I mean, it's responsibility and it's a whole thing, but that's kind of like that's old school. Like we kind of old schoolish. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like we at certain points you don't think about yourself anymore.
Yeah.
And you want to go people around you good.
Mm-hmm. And it's not just men that do that. There's a lot of women out there that have the same mentality.
Facts.
I think it's a generational thing. At the end of the day, we'll be the type to do things and not for the generation unfortunately we're in now. They want to help people as long as they can record it and put it on their social media and everybody can see it. But we'll do things on the down low, behind the scenes. We'll just do it just to do it and not expect any kind of oh my God, I helped this person and I didn't get 20,000 likes or I didn't get comments of people telling me how great I am. No, I'm just going to do it because they need it. And I think it's a generational thing. I think it's how you're brought up. I'm trying to teach my kids that same thing. Look, you can make sure you have what you need, but if you can help somebody, help them. Take care of your people around you, because once upon a time it wasn't communities and villages took care of each other.
Yes.
And I think as a society we've kind of lost touch with that. And that doesn't mean you have to give everything you have. It means if you've got a little extra, and your neighbors might not be eating tonight, but you got a little bit extra. Tell your neighbor to come over and grab a plate.
Hell yeah.
Yep. So, but I think we've lost that somewhere down the road. Unfortunately, it's a look at me and I'm going to take care of me first society that we live in.
Before, it used to be like the village. It used to be about the quote unquote the village, and then it used to be about the community. Like they used to say, it takes a village to raise the child. Like back when we were younger, if I'm on the block raising hell and my parents are at work and your mama She is allowed by my mama to call me over there and discipline me. Okay.
I can't tell you how many times I
She
got in trouble with my
my
stupid ass friends, and their mom or dad would get that ass, and then I had to go home, and my stupid ass friend had to go home with me so we could get it.
double ass. Then you get double. It's the double down. Like your
Mm-hmm.
mama saw me acting up, so she got on me. And then when my mama came home, she told my mama, and then they got on me. So it was a two time for your mom.
Yeah, and you're lucky if you were only out there with one of your other friends, and you weren't out there with a group of your dumbass friends.
Oh, that's a team. That's a team.
Yeah.
Oh, get it, man. But the times have changed a little bit. It was more community oriented.
Yeah, and
like back in the days.
My family was from a small town, and when I was younger, I didn't never do anything like crazy, stupid, illegal, or anything like that. Typical teenage boy dumb shit. But we were from a small town, so the cops we all knew. Most of the cops either had been cops for years and knew our parents when we were kids, or when they were kids, or they went to high school with our parents or whatever. And I remember one time one of the cops was fucking with us and trying to scare us, and he was like, "Well, I can take you back to your grandfather's house, or we can just take you and put you in the cell for a few hours." And it was like me and 4 or 5 of my buddies. And we're like, yeah, take us to the cell.
We don't want to get grandma.
Don't tell
the tree and whip our ass with it.
yeah, don't tell my grandpa. And like I said, we weren't doing anything bad. We were just like not that bad. We weren't breaking any laws or anything. We were just acting up and being dumb. And he was just fucking with us. And it was just like, yeah, just go ahead and lock us up. Throw away the key. Just don't tell our grandpas.
Yes. Back in those days, you preferred that.
Yeah, exactly.
We had a cop in our neighborhood that we used to call RoboCop. That was when the movie, was popular in part 2 and all this other bullshit. But there was a big black dude. He was like the remember wrestling back in the days when Tiny Lister played Zeus?
Oh yeah, Zeus. Yes.
He was like fucking Zeus.
Nice.
And they used to call him RoboCop. They can RoboCop, clear the block. Yeah, I'm out of here, man.
Yeah.
Once he pull up, the party's over, man. Everybody, it'd be like 5-10 dudes standing in front of the store in the corner. Once he pull up and you see his big head in that car pulling up, you everybody. So
time to go home.
Yeah. But those days are long gone. Times change, and it is what it is. Those are the good days.
I mean, back in my little town where my family was from and stuff like that. Back before Uber and DoorDash, my drunk ass used to call the police department, and they would bring me McDonald's.
Oh hell!
Because they knew my whole family, and I'd be like, "Hey, I'm drunk again. And they're like, "Do you want to ride, or do you just want us to bring it to you?"
Only in a small town.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's crazy.
and they used to fuck with the rookies when they'd get a new cop that wasn't from the area, because they were I think they were like considered a training department or something like that. I don't know what it was, but we'd get these rookies that would come through, and they would, just to fuck with them, they would bring them by my apartment where my buddies and I were at, just to fuck with them and be like, all right, go there and give these guys hell, and then we'd all come out and be like, what the hell is going on, and kids start fucking with them. And meanwhile, the older cops would just stand back and laugh while these guys are like, what do we do? Wrestle the big one.
That shit is like training day. Yeah. They see your big ass, they like, nah.
They're just like,
I don't want to wrestle today.
Yeah, they're just like, wrestle the big one. You're a tough guy, right? Get the big one.
I'm good.
But
you go low, I go high.
Yeah, but as you said earlier in the show, that's where you create that sense of a community with the police officers. When kids grow up, they want to be cops, and we were friends with all the cops and the fire department. Those guys were awesome. We always knew that they weren't coming around to bust our balls and bust our chops. At the end of the day, they were just making sure we were safe, and we weren't doing anything completely crazy and out of hand.
That's it.
And we did. We that little town where my family's from, we loved our police department. We had a couple assholes, but they got weeded out. But we loved our cops. And my uncles were firemen in the same town, so we knew all the fire department. My 21st birthday, I broke my ankle, and the next morning, the fire department was right around the corner from my apartment. They like carried my big ass to the fire department.
Oh,
they're like, "Yeah, we seen you guys are partying pretty big or pretty good over there." And we were wondering which one of you idiots were going to show up this morning.
It had to be the big guy.
Yeah. Jody, she cracks me up. She said the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Oh yeah,
she said she wouldn't have been afraid of me. She's not afraid of me. She scares me. I'm scared to death of that woman. And
I officially need a vacation.
Welcome back, Tony.
I officially need a vacation. This is the wrong Monday. This will be next damn Monday. I got my
you got your the schedule. It's next Monday. Okay. It's all good.
That's on me. One, I know I need a break now. Shit. You know what's crazy? I had to look on my calendar to see what the problem was because nobody was answering. And me and one other guy was on there. And he's sitting there like, is it this Monday? I said, it's supposed to be this Monday. And I said, oh, hell, I got the wrong day. Yeah, I need a vacation.
Y'all both need a vacation. Tony, be back, y'all.
It's bro. Okay, I got time. Come on, what's going on with your mic, bro? What's going on with your mic?
I don't know. We've been good so far. I mean, it may not be usual. I mean, I'm on the same setup.
It's like I said, it's a little off the normal, but like I said, it sounds good in my ear. So,
and I know the audio that he wants to have. That's why I'm asking him. I'm telling him I can tell what's going on.
I'm gonna just roll because
that's okay. We'll just clown him.
Refresh your page to see if that helps.
Yeah, we'll just clown him when he's not here Saturday and make fun of his mic and his setup.
Yeah, right. Facts, right? Like shit on the back end. Shit on him on the back end.
This is the chatters box, so we can just ignore it.
You know what happened? Because I think that when you don't, and I actually did an interview yesterday with one of my buddies, Sea Fly Travel Adventures. They'll be hearing that next week. Sorry to do a shameless plug, but
no, hey, I was going to tell you, put all your info out there. I think I started to put it out earlier, but then Tony caught me off guard.
All good. But I was like, I think that I hadn't been in here in a couple of weeks since I was on vacation again as usual. And the more vacations, the better. Fuck that. Haven't been in the studio for a couple of weeks, so I figured that shit just don't want to act right now. It's because it's been neglected. You don't want to come here and do streams. We're not going to work anymore. So,
listen, we got to I still got to work on my broadcast.
Oh, good, man. Oh, good.
I still got to work on mine.
You gonna find a platform?
I got platform.
You ain't even a Haps hoe anymore. You're just an apps hoe. APPS, just an apps hoe.
Without the H?
Yeah, just the apps, because this motherfucker's got streaming apps for days.
Apps-ho?
Apps-ho. I called you an apps-ho. You gonna fuck around and catch a goddamn app TV.
You just got comfortable and you still can't find it.
You're gonna catch an app transmitted disease and ATC.
Nah, I can't find what we have with apps. That's the hardest struggle. I want to know what we have with apps. And that's the biggest problem that I'm having. No, you can't.
I don't think you're going to at the end of the day. And, Periscope and Haps were way ahead of the game, and they both had really good platforms. But Twitter fucked Periscope, and unfortunately, the developers of Haps shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah,
they took on. They got their money. I think they took on a little bit more than they could chew. They had a lot of ideas, some good, some bad, but at the end of the day, it was just a little bit bigger than what they could handle. And then at the same time, I think the biggest mistake that they made was starting to do what Twitter did, and they started pushing these specific people all the time. I mean, it got to a point where it was hard to find the people you followed.
Yeah,
unless on Haps.
You was a fire. Well, we had to search.
Well,
if you couldn't find it on a normal feed.
For a normal human being that's not on here 12 hours a day. What am I jealous of? I go out, I get fresh air, I see the sunlight. What am I jealous of?
Oh my God, you're so jealous. No,
there's no drama in my world. There's no
no errands.
Hey.
My bad.
Restream and StreamYard. We're talking about. I looked at I watched the old broadcast today, and everybody spoke on how Restream and StreamYard were here before Haps. And the thing was, you couldn't build a community the way you did with Haps. I have to agree with that. And I didn't realize Get Vocal was out before Haps, and I can't get that to work right.
Well, StreamYard and Restream and stuff like that, they're not a community-based platform.
No, they're not. Right.
They're a platform. Like I said, StreamYard is designed, and I love it because it gives us a lot of extra tools and makes, as far as the visual aspect, when we do go live, you have a lot more features. It's a little bit more visually appealing, and it gives us a lot of things that other platforms don't give us. The ability to play, Haps had it for a minute and then they fucked it all up, but the ability to, without any issues, when we take our breaks and we can play videos or on the fly. On the fly,
they couldn't fight the copyright laws. That was just a given, and they spoke on that on one of their broadcasts. I heard them when they said that.
On the fly, I can.
Told me one time when you ran yours, they tripped on you for the music one time too.
Mm-hmm. Well, and
where you're going with it, So like certainly, like you can't go everywhere with it, but it's as far as like the mechanics. You mean
exactly. Some of the things I can do on the fly, if we're talking about a news article or I want to show you guys a picture on the fly in the middle of the stream, and I've done it several times on here. I can grab something off the internet and I can pull it up and put it on the screen.
Facts. Me too. Yeah. Big up. StreamYard. Yep.
But
StreamYard, you good with me.
And then
I'm good with for real.
Then at the same time,
studio, I figured that one out. I got that right, but it doesn't save.
And then at the same time, for me and Smoke, you can probably back me up on this. On the back end, when I pull the audio and stuff like that, and I post it onto Spotify and Anchor and all that jazz, where before I'd have to go Facebook or YouTube and fuss with download. I had to get a whole nother app to download the audio and then take the audio over and edit or whatever, convert it, put it to MP3, do this, do that. And it would take me, just one episode just to get it ready to be posted. I'm looking at a half hour to an hour.
So you was more of an app so than you think I was.
No.
Well, you can just the good thing about StreamYard is once you do it, it's in there. So you can just
it was all there 3 times a week.
Just download that shit right to your system.
Yeah.
And then from there you can just whoop.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna mess with it tonight. I'm gonna be up here messing with it tonight. I'm just trying to see how many folks we can bring and how it goes. And
we are in a rebuilding as far as the community goes because we are on YouTube, we are on Twitch. As we discussed Saturday, Facebook smacked my PP, and I'm a little mad at them. So I'm not posting on Facebook right now, but I am putting it onto Twitter.
That's it.
I got to get my YouTube back. I'm not going to lie. That's my YouTube channel.
So we are in a unfortunately we are in a little bit of a rebuilding process, but those who know and those who like us, they're still here. They're still hanging out. They come in, they found us on YouTube. They found us on Twitch. And then the people that never watched us live and only listen to the replays or the on demand on Spotify and shit like that, they're still there. They didn't go nowhere. Big up
to the followers. Big up to the subscribers and followers holding it down after the collapse of the network. You know what I'm saying? Big up, man. We want to definitely appreciate y'all. We want to send a shout out.
I'm definitely trying to find what we had on Haps. I know a bunch of us are on airtime, and we're good over there as far as hanging out with each other. We just can't broadcast, which I could live with.
Well, it's okay because a good chunk of people didn't really have any content as far as
broadcasting. They're just hanging out for the most part.
Yeah. So airtime is a dope app. I'm not going to lie. I would say you come with it.
If you're just looking for a hangout spot, then Like I think back in the day, and I've never been on it. I don't really know how it works or anything like that. I think House Party was the thing a couple years ago. Everybody was going there because you could get into a chat. I don't know if you could broadcast it out. I don't think you could. It was literally just a video chat. You could get in there with your group of buddies or your group of friends and just hang out and video chat with each other.
Watch movies,
play
videos. And you can hold 10 on the screen. We'd be over there acting.
Yeah, I've never been on it. I can't really.
The moderator came up a couple of times.
I can't really.
I came up already. God damn it!
My dad was still a good dude. It's crazy. There's a bunch of old ass broadcasters that's over there. They was inviting me. I'm like, I don't know who these people are. I went over there and I said, yo, what's up? They was like, you Tony from House? I said, yeah. They said, oh shit, we remember you. Yeah. I was like, damn, where y'all from? They said, yeah, I was this. We all used to be over there, but a bunch of them left when the update kicked in. So there's a bunch of us. I mean, one dude, he got a room. There's 2,000 people in it. And they be going.
And that's on airtime.
This one airtime. There's a ton of people over there.
But you can't multi-stream from there. It's a chat. Okay, Kyle.
Yeah, it's literally just. I think I had it for a split second, and I was just like, yeah, no. When we were trying to find something before we found StreamYard and stuff like that, I was just like, yeah, this is not gonna be beneficial, because at the end of the day, I don't really. For what we're doing, I don't need a Haps or a Periscope or anything like that. Yes. What we need is what we have. We'll grow the YouTube. We'll grow the Twitch. We'll grow everything in time.
The Twitch and Twitter's got enough
multi-stream platforms. Yes,
Twitch and Twitter have. And I use my restream to Twitch and Twitter. Now Twitter doesn't allow the comments.
I don't like many people anyway, so I don't want to be in a group chat.
Most of my audience was all of us on Haps. So I want to be somewhere where they're going to see it. I need somebody to.
Don't have time for stupidity, Tony. And there's a lot of stupid people.
Shit, how you gonna say that?
We're different.
It's a different version. It's a unique version.
As my shirt says, Tony, feeling kind of I don't give a fuckish today.
That's how I feel every day.
Yeah, right. What we do is different. We're on a higher pedestal. We're above them. We look down upon them peasants.
Yeah, my Facebook folks was following at first, and then they stopped. And most of my audiences, I watched it. And I want to make sure everybody who's still everywhere is still going to be able to see it.
Yeah.
So I can mix it up with Twitter and Twitch with no problem. Let them know if I got to do a Twitter Spaces, that's fine. StreamYard to go to one, that's fine. Instagram, I could just go live on there and people will pop up too. So I want something that's going to do Instagram and Twitch as well as Twitter. Once Twitter gets their stuff together, since Elon dropped his deal. He dropped it.
Wait a minute. Did the prophet Glick get another one right? I'm prophesying over here. I told you. We can go back. It's on the tape. We can go back on the tape. I told you a couple weeks ago that he was going to drop that deal.
He dropped it. I saw an article last week that said he pulled back on the deal.
I also told you that Haps was going to go the way of the dodo, and you said no.
No, a few of you said that. I was fighting it.
It's okay.
Look at what we had over there.
I'm a prophet.
The prophet.
I'm like Nostradamus over here.
Glickadamus.
Yeah. Glickadamus. Glickadamus. The Sasakubra.
I think that's Sasakubra shit.
I'm over here laying it down. If I could just prophecy fucking sports wins and I start gambling that shit.
Listen, you got a lottery ticket that's up there right now. In both places, I promise you.
Yeah, right.
All I need is one set of Mega Million numbers, and everything will change.
Right, that's all I need.
For all of us.
I can do some things with that lottery right now. I want both of them.
Shoot, Jody and I have talked several times. We've already got our we ever hit the lottery, we've already got it all planned out and everything we're going to do together.
I got $150 million spent up here already.
Go on.
You're right, Amanda. That's exactly correct. That's the comment of the day right
there. Damn, why can't I see no chats? Oh, man.
Go to where it says comments. Take the private chat off and go to comments.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Thank you, see? Mm-hmm. I'm like, why I can't see all of this shit?
I had to learn that on your bro.
I see it now. Okay, cool.
But we trust me. We haven't.
I had to come back in, so I'm missing some of the previous comments before Amanda said, "Hey, fellas, so anybody out there, what's going on? What's happening?" I remember Lady Stevie Wonder and
I don't think we've spent 150 million in our head, but we've definitely got a hell of a.
Boosters Millions. I dare y'all to Boosters Millions me. I got 100. I dare you. I got it.
Well, we had that discussion, and you and fucking Jeff are gonna have goddamn compounds and tanks and armed guards and all that silly shit. And fucking
150 is gone.
Cannons and
Millions me. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Boosters Millions me and give me 30 days. Watch what I tell you.
Yeah, moats with sharks with freaking laser beams.
Just give me one of those one of those fucking yachts that the Russian oligarchs give me one of them shits, and I can just travel around, man. I can't really spend 150 like that, but I guess that would probably cost maybe about 30, 40.
Hey, you forgot when he bought that iceberg.
Oh yeah. Don't you tell nobody. All right.
When he played the horses,
I'm just saying, I just cruised around, man. Stevie Wonder, what's good? How you doing? Big up to everybody in the chat room.
Yeah, because everybody I just down there with the Wu-Tang.
Yeah, I just got on because I didn't know how to work the chat. So Stevie Wonder.
I don't know how any of this damn shit works.
Yeah, listen, I'm seeing y'all shouting folks out. I'm like, how the fuck y'all see that?
Yeah,
I'm bad. I'm a
well, we yeah. Fucking
Big up to Tony do the technical guy.
On your head. Come
on. I'm a customer.
You just make me think of those people who wins the lottery, and 2 years later you're on the side of the corner or on the side of the street holding a sign.
I wouldn't quit my job.
I used to be.
I got 150 up here gone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
once upon a time I hit the lottery. Now I'm here begging for your spare change. Help a brother out.
He got 150 spent already. What if you only hit 149?
I can't do
bankruptcy is in his future. He's going to turn it down. He's going to turn it down.
Bankruptcy in your future, sir.
Tony's going to turn it down.
And we only gave you 149.
Yeah.
Roll us $1 million now.
They're going to give.
Well, I got to tell you, watch.
Yeah, they're going to give Tony that check for 149 million. He's going to go, no, I'm going to have to turn it down.
I already spent 150.
Yeah, I need that extra one. Hey, Chrissy, how you doing, stranger?
What up, Chrissy? What's good?
I know what I want to do.
Mm-hmm. I'm quitting my job, but I'm going to become my. I'm not going to not work. I told you guys I'm going to become my own boss.
That's the easy part.
Then you I go live once a month on IG to let everybody know how everything is going, and I throw a party like twice a year. Fly everybody in and just throw like one cruise a year. I have a cruise ship for a cruise ship for us only.
My God, I'll be right back.
Like that. Okay, cool. I do a cruise ship. Like that's the only one thing that I always thought of when I did the lotto, because I know so many people. I would actually do an exclusive cruise ship for us, right? Just for like me and my people, and just fly everybody down to Miami and just let the cruise ship, put everybody in the shuttle buses and bring us, and we just have our own boat for ourselves. Like bring your family, you bring your family, you know what I'm saying? Bring your family, your kids, your wife, your girlfriend, your significant other, your whatever, whoever, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And just rock. That's what I would do. That's the only thing that I would think of right out the gate. Like instead of cutting. And then when I'm there, I would like, it would take me a little while to figure out how, I got to cut checks for folks and all that. Yes. I got to figure out how that works on the back end. But like right out the gate, I would be like, listen, man, we're going to have a nice cruise,
right?
Just for everybody that I know. So everybody's going to respect and be cool and show a lot of love to one another, because everybody there is going to be somebody that I know. So if I know you, you know me, you know the other person standing next to you that you don't really know. Right. So it would be like
everybody got armbands. We on the same crew. Everybody got armbands. Chrissy,
if you on that boat, you know me, and that's all it is. You a friend or you family. If you on that cruise,
right?
That's what I would do out the gate. Like if I want a lot of everything else will work with it. How do I give
Chrissy, I don't know how the bits work on Twitch. Just hold on to that. I haven't figured Twitch all the way out yet. I might spend some time on that tonight. But the thing is, you can't go live on your laptop. You got to use something here. I can't even find the damn go live button on my laptop. I can find it on my phone.
On Twitch?
Yeah.
Me neither for some strange reason. I think you got to upload Twitch Studios.
I got it.
T. Roney was trying to explain it to me, but I couldn't really thing. So I just like, if I got a Twitch, I'll just send it over. I guess, you know, like go stream y'all. Talk to
Jody said we're going on multiple vacations.
Oh, that's a given. That's a
given. Yeah, we're gonna be some traveling fools.
That's a given. I got 3 other continents I got to go to, so I got to get a passport and deal with customs. That's a given.
Shit, I'm traveling broke. Wait till I get rich. I'm doing this regular. Wait till that money come in. Ooh, I got a whole lot of shit that I've seen, and I'm like, man, when I get money, that's where I'm gonna stay next.
And
time.
I'm gonna scare everybody that knows talking about gambling. That 150 I got spent in my head ain't got nothing to do with gambling. That's just
no, I don't gamble.
It ain't got nothing to do, and y'all know how I gamble. That ain't got nothing to do with gambling.
We speaking of gambling,
where's Waldo? Amanda,
I see that.
Speaking of gambling, when I go down to, I'm going down to see Jody here in a few weeks. Here in a couple weeks, I'm going down there, and they've got a couple casinos down there. And I've never actually, like, I've been to a casino. Like, I went to the Hard Rock down in Orlando, but I didn't get to really do anything.
Orlando or Tampa?
Orlando, down at Seminole.
I didn't even know they had one down there. Okay.
Yeah, Seminole Hard Rock.
Okay.
I believe it's in the Orlando area. But yeah, next time I go down there, we're going to the casino that's down the road from our house. I was like, oh damn.
Oh yeah.
I ain't never really been gambling. Now I gamble, like I have my DraftKings, I have my FanDuel and shit like that. So I do that kind of gambling, but I ain't never been really to a casino and done it.
I'm on the craps table. Just move. I'm on the craps table.
I'm gonna fuck around and hit a slot machine for 2.5 billion.
Billion with a B.
2.5 billion.
They ain't got one.
Nonsensical Nonsense is going to become the Jeff and Tony show. Yeah, right.
I can't front. I don't even gamble.
The jackpot going to be a beef between 2 of the broadcasters.
2 grown ass men rolling around on the floor.
Yeah,
in the casino.
Yes. I'll be like Tony and Jeff. I have $2.5 billion. I have $500 million for the winner of the Death to the Fight, or the fight to the death between the 2 of you. I'm gonna have my own like running man. If you survive, you win.
Here goes last year's 2 winners.
Let's see. I'll be like, Tony, the prize money was $500 million, but you only need $150 million. Here you go.
Don't let me know where the vault is before I fight.
Oh man, this is starting to sound like one of those. If I knew he was hiding in the stove, throw the gas and throw that match.
Gladiator style.
Oh, word. That's great.
You guys got to come out into the Coliseum. Announce yourselves like old boy and Gladiator.
Man.
Oh,
Are you not entertained? I'm walking in be like the Hulk.
Oh, man. Crazy.
No, I'm kind of excited to go to the casino because, I've always been intrigued by the idea of gambling and stuff like that. Like I said, most of my gambling is just online with DraftKings and FanDuel. And, that's just me knowing what I'm doing. And I do all right with that. I haven't, won any big money, but I do all right. So I'm interested to see what it's going to be like to go do some slot machines and all that stuff. See if the old... I do pretty well on lottery tickets. See if the old luck of the Glick will carry on at the casino.
Hey man, good luck, bro. Good luck. I don't really do too much in the casinos. I can't lie. I like to
I do.
I like to play a little bit of blackjack, but I don't like to play them $20 hands, man. Like I'm still kind of like you take me out the country, man. I'm a beast. Like we play those $5 hands, $3 hands. I go hard. I give you a quick hour, and I'm out of there. Even with the $3 or $5 hands. But in the States,
$100 limit.
I'm just like I'm not that good.
Wherever I go,
I'm just not that good.
That's it. I limit myself because they get broke. I limit myself. So
you gotta limit yourself.
I'm $100 on the crap table, $100 on the roulette, $100 on the black. That's it.
That's it, right?
I got to limit myself because I mean, you know the house is going to win, so just take your shot.
Yeah,
just have some fun with it. Have fun with it.
I don't know enough about the card games. I think I'll just stick with the slot machines. You know,
I'll be on the table.
Yeah.
I'll be on the table. I got to roll them dice. I got to roll.
Plus, you guys know how much. Plus, you guys know how much shit I talk. How am I going to go to a poker table? You know how much shit I talk.
Poker's a different world. Anytime you go to Texas Hold'em table, I won't tell anybody that's your ass because them boys is cutthroat.
I don't fuck with that. Nah.
Them boys is cutthroat. And I played in quite a few places.
Nah, I already know better.
Oh, how the hell am I supposed to talk shit at this damn table? Y'all being serious.
Chrissy Cat said, Tony, are you reading the comments?
I'm reading them. I'm responding to it too. I don't know why she can't hear me. I done told her.
I miss you, Chrissy. Long time no see, sis.
Yeah, she popped back up a few days ago. She was down for a minute. She's back. Big ups to my homegirl Eleanor. Her significant others in the hospital going through some things. So prayers up for her.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I've been wondering where she was.
Yeah,
she hasn't been around.
JoJo, Mr. B, the MMA guy that's been with us, he was down for a little bit. He's out the hospital, so big ups to him. Glad he's doing better. Big ups to all my Haspels. I don't give a damn. People keep saying Haps is dead, but the community ain't. The hell with y'all. I'm gonna hold that shit down. The mayor ain't gone yet.
You still in the building, man.
You know,
office. They didn't take your name tag. They didn't take your name tag away. They closed the building, but your name tag still lives.
That's right.
I don't understand when you gave yourself a fictional title that you didn't give yourself something a little bit better than mayor.
They gave it to him.
I'm the greatest of all time.
Oh, Smoke, this is mine, Smoke. Give me a second. Please.
I've declared myself a saint. I've considered myself.
Good and damn well somebody up in here with an alias and trying to tell me what am I doing with the name of the title.
I don't have an alias.
I'll wait.
I don't have an alias. What's my alias?
Your alias is Nonsensical
Nonsense. That's the name of the goddamn podcast. That's not. I don't go around telling people my name is Nonsensical Nonsense.
You made a show. Why can't I do the same thing?
I don't walk up to strangers on the street and go, "Hey, how you doing? I'm Nonsensical Nonsense. Nice to meet you."
You know what's crazy? Hey, man, I started. Hey, my name is Ace World, but I became Smoke.
Yeah,
introducing myself to motherfuckers.
I said, your name is
like, wait a minute. My name changed automatically. I didn't even know it.
Granted, everybody
name for you sometimes.
Granted, everybody on Haps and whatnot have always called me nonsensical, but it's like it's just Glick, guys.
Amanda, I'm curious as to where you are in Mississippi, if you don't mind me telling, because I've been down to Gulf Point and Biloxi. I've had a ball. That's where I learned how to gamble in casinos. I'll be honest. That's where I learned how to gamble. I missed the President Casino because the dealer showed me how to play craps. All the dealers were patient and teaching everybody. I hate what happened to you all down there when what's that damn hurricane that went through in 2004?
Katrina.
Yeah, I hate what happened in Mississippi back then because those dealers took time to teach you. That's where I learned how to play craps at the casino level. I already knew blackjack. I got pretty good on roulette, but yeah, Mississippi casinos, I have nothing against y'all. Nothing. The only problem right now was we can't win since Katrina.
Yeah, we got to make that money back, man.
Yes, Lord. Yes,
Alice is an astronaut. Who the hell is Alice, and why is Alice an astronaut?
That's Chrissy being Chrissy.
Fair enough. Enough said. I know who Chrissy is. Fair enough. Enough said.
Now, one thing I like about Vegas is Vegas will let you win, but Vegas know you're gonna spend it back. Vegas will let you win.
That's how you gotta learn how to win and walk away.
You don't out there.
If you get up, man, get up.
I do whatever the hell I want.
That's your ass in Vegas. If you wake up in the middle of the night with nothing to do, that's your ass in Vegas.
Listen, I just do get something to eat and relax. Right? I'm not gonna wake up and just be like, let me hit the tables at 3:30 a.m.
That shit. 2:30 in the morning, I can't sleep. Went down there and lost 400. I was pissed. I just made it 12 hours prior.
The Sasakubra does whatever the Sasakubra wants to do. If I want to walk away from the table with my winnings, I walk
Here's
away.
your G-line.
That's real. That is real, for real, for real.
The cruise ship was okay. I did pretty good on there. You know, when you're leaving out the literally and coming back, boy, it started biting back.
What?
Started biting back.
I ain't even stop in that motherfucker.
Hmm.
I bypassed that little fake outdoor indoor mall thingy that they had and the casino. I just passed that altogether. I'm like, you know what?
I mean, I have fun. Even on the cruise ship, I learned on the cruise ship, there's only so much gambling and drinking you're going to do. Even after you got food, you got nothing to worry about. But you're going to go through between the souvenir shop and drinking, even with the drink packages. Because people take the drink packages just for beer. I do it for the liquor. But the liquor don't kick in. And you
Let me make your money worth.
All types of drinks. It's. I don't need no more than 5 days on a cruise ship. I don't need no more than 5 days.
I've never been on a cruise. I want to go on a cruise.
He's gonna gain weight. He's gonna eat a fucking lot.
Yes.
Gain weight, which is nothing wrong with that. It's gonna be a lot of
a day. There was
lose 10 pounds before you go, gain it back.
So I go to the gym.
That's what I'll tell you.
On the boat too. They got a gym on the boat.
Oh, okay. They got a gym on the boat. I can work out.
Big ups to the cruise ships for having a track. Big ups to the cruise ships for having a pool. If you get on there and you don't find a way to get yourself in shape, you will leave.
Well, see, you know, that's the thing. Like I can't be lazy and not go to the gym because you know my girlfriend she likes to work out. Jody likes to work out, so so I can't start slacking.
Big ups to Jody.
I gotta be in there.
Late at them workouts. Fuck that. When you get back from working out, bring me 2 beers.
Yeah, I mean, look, hey, I ain't gonna be all jacked up, looking like John Cena walking around or anything like that. But
most people are. There's some out of shape motherfuckers walking around fearlessly.
Listen, you there to enjoy yourself. So for those that everybody got a different lifestyle. There's there's the out of shape lifestyle. There's the in shape lifestyle. There's the I'm just going on a cruise. Fuck it, let me just get busy lifestyle.
The steroid lifestyle, the retired lifestyle, the parental lifestyle. That's right, all of it. Yes.
They even got the kids club.
Nobody cares. God bless them. That's an excellent environment, especially when they do carry
vacation. Yeah. Stick up to vacation, man. Let's you know what I'm saying?
I cannot wait for a vacation. Nice.
I do want to go back to Vegas one more time. I do want to go.
Well, that's as I say, that's one trip that I'm definitely looking forward to. Jody and I have talked about taking vacations and this, that, and the other thing, and obviously we're both parents, so you got to do the family vacations, but we've also talked about our vacations together, and that's one thing I am looking forward to is our trip to Vegas, because I've never been, always wanted to go. She's been a few times, and I am looking forward to taking that trip with her, even though you assholes clown on me about getting on a plane. But
would you like Mr. T on the A-team? Are you fucking anti-plane? G, come on, man. Are you never serious?
Well, we killed them.
Yeah, that was one of those much like Saturday night where the inmates took over the asylum that night on the podcast, when they had Jody going in on me, they were going in on me, commenting, the chatter's box was going in on everybody, was having fun at my expense. I've never flown, and I have a severe fear of heights. So yeah,
I didn't know that, bro.
We tore him up.
But I'm willing to fly. I'm willing to try.
I couldn't wait for that shit. We tore his ass up.
Listen, look, just let me give you my advice, right? If you fly to Vegas and you go to the West Coast, that's about 4 hours? 4-hour flight, 5. Right? Before you fly, stay up the entire night before. All right. Just when you get to the airport, be totally exhausted. Once you get on the flight, just once you get there before, just make sure you got the airbag under your seat and just go to sleep. When you wake up, you're gonna wake up when you think, you know what I'm saying? Just stay up. Just when you get on the plane, just be tired. Don't have a drink or soup. and just go to fucking sleep, man.
Well, and that's what I said. Yeah, it's not the heights, Chrissy, at all. It's that sudden stop at the end that bothers me when I'm up on the side of a mountain or anything like that driving or on a roller coaster. If I fall, this shit's gonna hurt.
Listen, at least you're dying to sleep.
Yeah, right.
Motherfucker be falling like this. Maybe I should have lost weight. God damn it.
I would have felt slower.
Maybe I can bounce when I hit the ground. Like,
that shit funny.
Jody said, if you need to have a few drinks before we get on the plane to calm your nerves, whatever, do what you got to do. If you need something else, we can take care of that. We'll get you right before you fly. She's gonna make fun of me, but at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, she's got my back. She's gonna support me. She's gonna make sure I'm right.
Talk about your ass when you land.
Oh, you know she will. She probably gonna, as soon as we land, hit her phone and Tony and Jeff. Hey guys, look at these videos. I just sent them to you.
You'll be fine out there. I'm on my way, baby.
Look at this big ass. Look at this big ass, scared out of his mind. Motherfucker talk all that bullshit, but look how scared he is.
He'll be in the corner like this.
Mr. T.
Yeah. I bet he won't try to cut my grass in Daisy Dukes and cowboy boots now.
Man, we lit his ass. Like, oh my
God. Shit.
I feel like I take a lot of abuse on this show. It's unnecessary and unacceptable. As the host of the show, I will not stand for it.
He says, "Yeah, give me a few tranquilizers. All you need is one."
Yeah, right. My big ass might need two.
He's gonna need two. Chrissy, you take one. We give the big guy two.
Just as we said, just Will Ferrell me as I'm getting on the plane.
Oh.
Shoot me with a blow dart gun as I board the plane. It'll be fine. We'll wake you when we get there.
That's it. It's easy, man. It's easy.
I think once I get the first flight out of the way, I think I'll be all right. Maybe one or two flights, but that was something that Jody did say. She said, to get you used to it, and she's like, maybe we can fly down to Georgia and see Tony for a weekend. I was like, why do we gotta fly? It's like 6 hours away. And she's like, to get you on a plane.
Hell yeah.
You're used to it, and you kind of have that initial flight out of the way, and it's not a long one because it's like a 2-hour flight or something like that.
Oh, from there to Georgia. Okay, copy. Yeah, that's good to get your feet wet. Yeah. So you get used to the whole concept of the bullshit, and I'd much rather just drag your ass to the West Coast and just have fun. I'm just saying.
Get on the plane. We got a layer.
5 hours.
Yeah, we got a layer versus you got to get off the plane and then get back on another plane. Like I'm already freaking out as it is, people.
Make him transfer in Arizona, some shit.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Back.
Some dumb shit. But
you can bet algorithm when people like comment and have sounds to play, shares, hosts, and subs. Oh, okay. I don't know how that works, but obviously my algorithm is trash. That's why I have 0 subs and 0 likes. 0 likes, 0 shares, and 0 subscribes. Sunday Night Smoke Podcast, guys. YouTube, check me out.
I'm not going front. I've been listening to some of them old replays. We crazy.
We really had a good time. And it's not like it's gonna stop. But you know what I'm saying? Once the network crashed at first, it kind of derailed the shit because it fucked up the presentation. But I should have just jumped right to StreamYard from out the gate. But we StreamYard, man. Big up the StreamYard.
Yeah,
Big up the StreamYard for holding it down.
I got a big up restream too. I got a big up restream, and I'm gonna work on the studio for real. I'm gonna work it. I'm working all of it.
Oh no, we looked at Restream before we decided on StreamYard. At the end of the day, StreamYard was the better option for what we're doing and all that stuff. And as far as basically they're the same, just a couple little minor differences, but a little difference can go a long way at the end of the day. So
Sure.
that's the difference.
I'm
That's the
both
difference
of them.
between 4 inches and 6 inches.
That's what she said.
That extra 2 inches could go a long way, buddy.
When this is over, I got you.
Baby dick doo doo doo.
Oh shit.
I'm really disappointed in you fucking listeners that I don't have a Glick's Dick Twitter account yet.
Yeah, we give it like everybody. We've been waiting since Saturday.
Y'all let me down.
What happened?
And Connor told me today the Twitter account started. I said, I'm not doing this with you, motherfuckers. I'm not doing this. No.
Glick's Dick just tweeted new follow from Tony D. Too bad I'm the real D.
Oh shit!
The G stands the fuck out of here with that.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh man, this has been great.
Yeah, this
You gotta do this, dog. I've been trying to tell you. Come on, I know you're busy, but damn it, the door be open.
A lot of time I try to I come on, but like it's in swing. You know, like in the evening, like I'm usually in the swing of my evening shit. So like usually you notice I usually come on when y'all are like 1 hour in.
Mm-hmm.
Like I usually pull up midway into, so you know when I get the notifications, but once I get some clear not air, but clear ear time, you know.
Mm-hmm. No, exactly. No, I get that because you know a lot of times like you know when you do your show on Sunday and stuff like that. Sundays are like my day of just nothing.
Yeah.
So you know, So you know, it's like, oh shit, Smoke's live. All right, let me get this and this squared away. I'm gonna put it on in the background. I can hear it, and then let me jump in there on them comments. And usually, fucking OG and I get going in them damn comments.
Yo, big up the OG Classic, man. Big up the Classic. Yeah, I definitely see y'all getting it in. I know Sunday nights is hard. Sunday's usually family day, but that's kind of like that's the show, man. That's the Sunday night smoke. That's the beauty of the replay, and that's the good thing about like these platforms. We can actually,
Chrissy,
like we miss it, we can start again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'll do something. When we finish this, I'm gonna jump on. I'm gonna get on with me. So we're gonna run through it. We're gonna do our little twitch thing.
No, exactly. You know, but that's one of those things. That's why I tell people, hey, you don't have to watch this live. Catch the replay. We're on Spotify. Yeah, there's been several times where I've missed the show with your show. The next day at work, Monday at work, it's in my earbud.
Yeah, same shit here. Yeah, that's why I love the replay, man. You could just be like, yeah, let me just hit it, man. Let me just hit it at work. You know, do what it do. At play on the drive, in the crib, cleaning up, cooking up something. Like I grew up on talk radio, so I'm that radio dude.
Yes.
Exactly.
Like so.
But I'm guilty of the audience interaction. I'm very guilty of the audience interaction. I got spoiled with that one Haps. Facebook was like it, but then Facebook started getting quiet. IG, I wasn't having nobody, so we got on Haps, and we was all dealing with each other. That's why I was try to keep that community together. We were supporting each other all the time.
No, and that's how my when I was on Periscope, it was always just me. So the chatters, and I think that's what's some people whether it be from TikTok or Periscopers or whatever. There's a few OGs from my Periscope days that still follow and watch and come in here and hang out with us, but they were so used to the fact that it was solely directed basically by the chat.
Yes.
The kind of conversation. So then they come in here and it's like, oh, this is not what we're used to with Click. And then they want to get mad at me. And it's like, I'm not doing it on purpose. We'll acknowledge you guys when the acknowledgement's needed or, whatever. Tony's usually really good about the comments. I'm terrible at it. I'll admit it because I've usually got 6 different things going on. Mondays are about the only time that I don't have anything else going on. I'm still talking to Jody and stuff during the show. But Wednesdays and Saturday nights, I've got so much other stuff going on and that you guys can't see, doing all the technical bullshit. So, I don't have time to read and acknowledge every single comment. I know some people have gotten turned off by it, but they're like, we don't really watch the live, but we do listen to it on Spotify. And I'm like, okay, well, that's I can't be bad at you, I appreciate that you listen regardless, but don't let the chat turn you off. It's just it's a different style.
It's a lot of shit. And I understand what you mean. Like you have to set the show up. Like people that are watching sometimes, and I see you in the chat room, Chrissy. Let me give you some. Let me shout you out, Chrissy. If you need help with a page, someone you know used to be a graphic and web designer. That may be someone also had nothing but time on her. I mean, their hands. Of course not. I suck at comments. Ask Tony. Yeah, like a lot of us do. Like, you know what it is? Because remember, when you're hosting this show, right? So Glick is hosting the show. He's setting up the presentations. You got to set up the share. Like if you want to do you want to present some shit, play some music, you got to set that shit up as you're going, as the show is going live. As you know, a lot of people in the audience are broadcasters, and for those that aren't, like it's a lot of moving parts to every broadcast. So like you have to set up the presentation, you have to try to set up the music and all that other shit while it's actually going on live. And we like doing the edited show is different, but live is like a whole nother animal.
Shit on the fly. Like there's a lot of shit that just happens on the fly on our show. So I get sidetracked doing something totally different, still trying to keep the conversation going, stay in the conversation. And Tony and Jeff are great at picking up the slack if I start to fade out. But
that's teamwork. That's what it is. I do the same thing with Smoke. It's teamwork. You got to do don't worry about it. You do your thing. I got this side. Don't worry about it. That's what it is.
We got to set up set everything up. Like you work the back scenes, and then you like have one of the other people like do me a favor. Like I always be like T-Bone, do me a favor, work the comments for me because I'm trying to get this shit together. Like it's no secret that my shit is.
But I can't. Yeah, but I can't give Tony. I can't give Tony and Jeff too much slack on their leads because otherwise they get out of control. And I'll tell Jeff not to bring something up, and then as soon as I turn my head, Jeff's like, "So Tony, by the way," and I'm like, "You motherfucker! I told you."
I'm gonna send you a clip. I don't need no fucking clip, Jeff.
Look,
I got enough shit to read already. You gonna give me a whole nother book?
Yeah.
And Chrissy, there's something more in your last comment, Chrissy. Yes, I see you.
Shit, I surf in Antarctica without surfboards. Well, I don't know. It's too cool over there. Chrissy, cut that shit out.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, good.
We set up the group chat for podcast related stuff, and here comes Jeff with 900 TikTok videos. And then when Tony and I do post something to their podcast related, Jeff don't pay no damn attention to it. That's why we get an instance here. One night we were going to do the show, and Jeff's like, "Oh, I'm here waiting. Where you guys at? You gonna send me an invite? What's going on?" It's like this motherfucker.
Right. Send him over to Smoke.
And Lance told me that Cody Rhodes came in already bruised. I just saw the replay. He did come in already bruised.
Yeah, he had a torn pectoral muscle, and it was torn clean the fuck off. Like it was. Yes. Yeah, the doctors weren't even going to medically clear him, but I guess he signed some releases and whatnot, and he wanted to go. But I tell you what.
His chest was purple.
That goddamn Cody Rhodes showed up and showed out last night.
I didn't see it. I gotta. What's the name of that? Hey man, listen. He's a son of a plumber.
Yes, he is.
He's up to the Rhodes family, man. The Rhodes family, man. Legendary professional wrestler, man. Son of Dusty Rhodes, son of a plumber. So that's why I said a son of a plumber.
Yeah. Cody. Since he's come back to WWE, man, he's on. I told you today on Facebook. He's on a collision course with Roman Reigns, and he's bound to fuck that man up.
Listen, he's not there to be a mid card. He's not there to be a mid card. This is when my Slam TV kicks in. He's not there to be a mid card. Okay, he's there to be a headliner, just for the record, or at least be in contention.
And that's what he said when he came back, But he last night on Elimination Chamber, that boy showed up and showed out. I mean,
Hell in the Cell. I got you. Yeah, he showed up.
Hell in the Cell. He put it all out there, and damn. I mean, say what you want to say. Say what you want to say about wrestling. Oh, it's fake. Oh, it's scripted. Blah blah blah. Yeah, but you can't. The man's got a pectoral muscle ripped clean off of the bone or wherever the hell the muscles are attached to, and to put on a match like that, and absolutely, in my opinion, a mediocre at best pay-per-view. to just absolutely steal the show and make the entire show 100 times better than the match between him and Seth Rollins. You got to give Rollins credit too. That was an awesome match in the Hell in a Cell last night between the two of them.
It was a good match.
I gotta check out that replay. Definitely gotta check out that replay. Like I say, man, listen, you can't say wrestling is fake because the actual contact that's taking place is real. Okay.
Yes.
So whether you have a determined outcome, whether that may be the case, which is debatable, I'm not here to expose the game or do anything of that nature, but I'm just saying, whether you have a predetermined outcome or not, the actual contact that's taking place is very real. The body slams, the punishments, that's very real.
The falling on shit is
no matter how much you try to brace yourself or XYZ, the falls you're taking, you actually, it's really happening. The pain is really going through your body during the wrestling match, whether it's quote unquote fake, real, or not. The actual punishment is taking place. You've seen broken arms, legs.
Oh yeah,
It's taking place live during wrestling matches. You even see people die, suffer fatal injury fatal injuries doing setups and things of that during the wrestling events. So it's actually real. It's real, goddamn it. Chrissy, you got your blue light on, goddamn it, cut it out. I got turn that shit back to red.
Here we go.
I'm done right now. I'm done, man. On that note, I'm done.
No,
but I got my blue light on.
No, I do hate to cut it. I do hate to cut it short. It's been fun. Smoke, I'm glad you were able to come up, man. I know we've been talking about this for a hot minute. Us getting together and doing these shows together. We definitely got to make it a little bit more of a reoccurring thing. Get involved in each other's shows. Go ahead and I meant to do it earlier. Like I said, I think Tony sidetracked me at the beginning. But go ahead and put all your info out there where everybody can find you and give you a follow and come show you some love.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Sunday Night Smoke podcast, available on YouTube. We're airing new episodes every week. We're trying to. Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. That's SUNDAYNITESMOKE podcast on YouTube and Twitch. Also available on Instagram. Follow, please like, share, subscribe. I'd like to thank you for having me, man. It's been a pleasure. This is only the beginning, man. This is only the beginning. You know, I'm definitely gonna have you on, and I'll definitely do my spot appearances with you when requested. So,
like I said, this is absolutely something that I've since the first time you and I talked about it. I think it might have been one of the first times that we ran into each other on Haps. This is something I've looked forward to, is getting you on the show or coming on the show with you and actually getting to sit around and bullshit and shoot your shit a little bit. So I was when you reached out to me this morning, I was pretty excited all day long that we were going to do this tonight. So
I appreciate it, man. I definitely appreciate it. All love. Yes, sir. Yeah.
So since you were on the show, I'm going to do my little spiel here, but I need you to stick around for after the song so you can drop your little parting words of wisdom on the listeners. So, Tony has his line. I drop my shit, and then they yell at me to hit the button. So we're gonna end the show with our guys in Blacktop Mojo, who actually I reached out to this evening, Tony. I know they're on break. Matt and Kat are actually getting ready to bring back their acoustic series that they used to do, which is phenomenal. Seeing those two together doing shit acoustically. But they got a little break in their ridiculously busy schedule. But I reached out to them tonight, see if we can maybe sneak appearance, a guest shot or a guest spot with them on the show. So hopefully that might hear back, and maybe that We're actually ending on a good time because it looks like all hell's about to break loose outside. But we do appreciate y'all listening. We appreciate y'all hanging out in the chatters box as always. If you guys aren't already, go ahead and check us out on all social media at Nonsensical Nonsense on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. We're a little bit everywhere. And if you'd like to join us live, you can always do so. We're on YouTube and Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday night. You can come hang out in the chatters box, shoot the shit with us. Add your 2 cents to our tomfoolery, if you would like to call it that. And don't forget, if you don't want to join us live, you don't want to hang out with us, you don't want to see our faces, you can always listen to us whenever you want on Spotify and everywhere you got you get your podcast from. So go ahead and give us a follow, give us a like, give us a subscribe, give us a share. Definitely give us a share. We don't ask for a whole lot. One thing we will ask is for you to share us out there. Don't be stingy. There's plenty of us to go around. Tell your friends. Tell everybody. We want to take over the world, as I said at the beginning of the show. And we need your help, people. Tony's pinky on brain.
Shit.
No, it's Narf. We do have an email as well at nonsensicalnonsensepodcast@gmail.com. And we do have a merch store if you're interested in any of that jazz at teespring.com/nonsensicalnonsensepodcast. So we do appreciate y'all listening. We'll see you next time around. We got our guys Blacktop Mojo for you. Tony, you enjoyed this song. I think Smoke might enjoy this song too. Go get those guys a follow and a listen anywhere you stream music and on all social media at Blacktop Mojo. Let them know we sent you. Go ahead and hit this button right here.
What's the price for being
Yeah, buddy, a little Blacktop Mojo for your ear holes right there.
That is not a bad song. I'm serious.
Yeah, no, I kept it up there because I know the other night when I played it for the first time and you heard it, you said you liked that. So I'm
That's
like,
not
I'm
a
gonna
bad
keep that up
song at
there.
all.
Yeah.
Did that debut? That was a Saturday night.
I think it was
Saturday, or did he play that the previous week? Just curious.
might have been Monday or Wednesday, but I know I heard it before. And it's a good jam.
Yeah, I played it the Saturday. We did the double feature for their little animated short that they did for their.
He's
couple
about to
songs.
get jumped. I knew it. They set that shit up so damn easy.
Mhm.
That was so fucking simple.
But but no, we do appreciate y'all listening. We appreciate y'all hanging out. We'll see y'all Wednesday for a brand new show. Hopefully, Tony will be here. Hopefully, Jeff will be here.
I'll be here.
We'll be doing what we do. Maybe we'll have a winner for the starting five. Tony, I only have one thing to say to you. Let the people know. Let the people know.
Mother had you, mother made you, motherfucker.
Dad, did you just
Damn right.
Dad, did you just
Smoke, as a special guest tonight, do you have any parting words of wisdom for the people listening?
Dad, did you just
Let's
Yeah.
see. My parting words are: put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Nice. Well played, sir. Perfect. Now every time you're on the show, that's your ending phrase.
No doubt.
Fantastic. And with that being said, join us Wednesday, same nonsensical time, same nonsensical channel. Goodbye, motherfuckers.
True way on eBay.
I don't know what to do next, Tony. What do I
Hit the
do?
button, damn it. Hit the button.
Ah.